I'm Christine Caton in the Prior Learning Assessment Program, and I'm here with Richard Seymour, who's a organizational communications major. Am I correct there?
That is correct.
Okay. And he's just submitted his PLA portfolio and has a total of 27 credits. Woohoo! Whee! Congratulations, Richard. What topics did you write for PLA?
Well, a lot of communications topics, negotiation, small group communication, intercultural communication, managing transitions, so a lot of organizational stuff as well.
Are these things that relate to both your professional and personal life?
Yeah, I spent a lot of my life working in organizations, especially nonprofit and somewhat countercultural organizations. And I found the work to be, or the studying, not so much studying, but the recollection of the process to really be useful, figuring out how I would apply what's already come in my life to sort of the academic stuff, and then also seeing how that helped me get my head around all the crazy things that were going on at work, where the organization was going through some real heavy transitions and things were really confusing. And I think that the studying, the reflecting, the pulling together past parts of my life and putting it all together and applying it to the current situation turned out to be really good for me.
That's great. I didn't even have to ask the question. It just came from you.
There you go.
Tell me about, you wrote about a lot of interesting things. Was there any particular topic that was particularly satisfying or particularly challenging, and why?
The first paper I wrote, Managing Transitions, is probably my favorite one, but
Can you tell us why?
Organizational communication, or the organizational culture, might have been as well. And those two papers, I was able to look at what I was doing currently in work, in the real world, the problems that we were facing, and tie it together to past episodes in my life where similar things had happened, and at the same time look at the academic theories, the history, the more academic stuff, and just sort of knit all of that together. So it met all of these different criteria for me. It was something that I could write about, it's something that I knew about, it was something that I could learn a little bit about still, even though I'd already learned a lot about it. And then I could apply it to both my degree, and I could apply it to actually work the stuff I was doing at work.
What were some of the challenges that you faced in the writing process? And maybe there weren't any, I'm not sure.
Oh, no, there were.
How did you manage them?
Well, first, it'd been a long time since I wrote, and when I did start writing again, I feel like I actually was pretty good at it.
Yes, you were.
Thank you. But I didn't know that when I came into it, and part of, I'd say, I had some health issues that sort of got in the way. I have this sort of perfectionistic streak where I really want to keep writing and keep writing and keep writing until it's right. And I don't think, with all those papers, I don't think I turned in a single one that I felt was done. Certainly not true of the first paper that I turned in, and I thought the Managing Transitions, and I thought it was not done, and I just sort of turned it in, and then suddenly it was off in the evaluator's lap, and I was going, ah!
And if I remember correctly, you did very well.
I got an A on that one, yeah. So that was good.
That's wonderful.
But I'd say, just back to that question, I'd say the perfectionist streak, health issues, just sort of running out of time, life getting in the way, those were the kinds of issues that I encountered.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like you figured out ways how to manage them.
Yeah, thank God for incomplete and working through, and flexible instructors and everything. Yeah.
Good, good. Do you have any tips for students who are in the PLA program to help them be as successful as you've been?
First, find that balance as early as you can between the theory and the academic and the past stories stuff. Find that balance and really explore that right up front. And then I'd say next, it's important to develop a process and a schedule and timelines and that sort of thing. But I think the most important thing, or the best experience I had, was just teaming up with another PLA student and spending once a week time with her where we reviewed each other's papers, and that was outside of all of the peer review that was going on in the class. And that kept us both sort of committed to each other to get stuff done, and it really made things progress.
So it worked for both of you?
The study buddy. I think it worked for both of us. She says it worked for her. Who knows?
I think it's important to find what it is that motivates us and keeps us on task, especially in something like PLA.
Yeah,
you know?
that's
so
true.
I think that's a great way to handle it. I'm very impressed with the fact that you've mentioned that you have blended the past and the present, and I'm going to say the future, of things that you thought you knew well, but you learned something new and can apply it.
Looking at everything from a different perspective always helps. Can't not learn.
Thank you, Richard. This is great, and I think you've done a great job. And these are 27 well-earned credits. So, congratulations.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.